Hi everyone. I'm Yewande Fallon, former McKinsey consultant and Morgan Stanley VP turned founder and CEO, as well as certified leadership coach. So many of you will know that my focus is on helping serial high achievers and ambitious entrepreneurial leaders to accelerate into more impactful, more senior leadership roles. So we always start from focusing and taking our cue from the most senior, the most successful executive, many of which I've had the privilege of working with at my time with McKinsey, and also the habits that they cultivate. So here comes my short acceleration tip for Monday morning. If you do nothing else on a Monday morning or nothing else throughout your week, it's important to set yourself up for success by listing out the top three goals or 1 to 3 goals that you want to achieve. This is important because time, energy, resources are precious. So if you aren't choosing what you're doing, then you're arbitrarily selecting whatever's on your list. And therefore, you're not in control of the impact and your ability to succeed, right? It's almost like if you had a list of 10 things to do and you sort of threw a dart at the wall as to which one you start with first. When we go into our email and we just respond without thinking about the impact, or we just work off of a to-do list, that's exactly what we're doing. However, if you're looking to move into a more senior executive role and to act like the true leader that you are, then it's important that you are at choice as to what you're doing so that you can create the biggest impact possible, again, given your time, your energy, your resources, your expertise, and all of that good stuff. Also, remember, if we're on this treadmill of just like ticking off boxes, exhaustion, burnout, that'll eventually happen, which doesn't help. So without focus, you ultimately risk getting to the end of the week wondering where your time has gone. So here's what I often recommend that my clients do, and I've seen work time and time again really great. Whatever you've done so far, if you haven't created your list of top 3 goals, stop. Whatever you're doing, obviously if you're in the middle of a client meeting, then maybe don't do that. But if you're listening to me, you probably have a little bit of time. Stop and write that down. So by Friday, what are the top 3 things that you want to do that you know you can realistically do? That's the first thing. The second is to get crystal clear about what success looks like. So understand what each of the goals actually look like in a tangible way when you've actually achieved it, so that when you do achieve it, you will know that you've succeeded in the way that you wanted to. Then think about why this is important. Because if you're not clear about why it's important, i.e., the impact, the effect that it's going to have on yourself, on your business, on your clients, then there's a question as to whether it is important, and maybe you switch it out for something else. Or if the importance is not actually needed, or it's not urgent for a month or 2 months, then is that really what makes sense to prioritize this week for in terms of one of your goals? But really get clear about why it's important, and then start to think about what you need to address or resolve in order to achieve that goal. And this is where you think about yourself, what you need to, or your team, or your business as a whole, or who you need to get ahead of, or who you need to, or who you want to maybe invest in to help you, to support you with that. But it's important to go through those steps. Otherwise, you ultimately potentially get to the point where either you're just at you're basically just going through a list of things that are being thrown at you, which is not leadership in any sense. It's basically something else leading you. So this is all about taking back control, listing your top 3 goals, knowing exactly what it looks like when you do achieve it, which I have no doubt that you will, being clear about why it's important so that you're sure that you're prioritizing it effectively, and then ultimately getting to the point where you go, well, what needs to happen for this to be successful and for this to take place? All right. So do that this morning. If you're just starting your morning, it's a great time to do it. If you started already going to the rat race, here's the great thing. It's not too late to stop and to start to create that habit on a Monday morning. And I look forward to hearing how it goes with you. Shoot me a message just so I know. If you have any questions, let me know. If you're watching this later on, as always, put in a hashtag replay. And I look forward to speaking soon. And if you want to chat sooner than that, just go to www.ottalleadership.com and book some time to chat with me about how I can help you with your leadership acceleration and moving into more senior, more impactful leadership roles. All right, take care.